My curious-minded 14-year-old daughter decided to make rainbow cupcakes for us at home, and they came out really nice. I mean, I wouldn't have thought of doing this. It was quite genius, I must say, and the taste was so lovely. For this recipe, she used cake flour and she added some baking powder. She added salt, a little bit of salt, and then she's going to add some sugar. There you have melted butter being poured in another container, followed by buttermilk, and then she's going to break in 3 large eggs into the mix of the buttermilk and the melted butter. She actually looked up this recipe herself, and she did everything without my assistance at all. I mean, I came to the kitchen and I was surprised to see the magic she had performed. That's what you get when you have a curious-minded child watching you cook and bake and experiment with food. So she's going to whisk all of that together, and then before she turns it into the mixer so that it can be properly whisked together. Now she's back to the dry ingredients and then just mixing all the dry ingredients together. Remember, she's added sugar, baking powder and salt, and then she's just turning all of that together to make sure that everything turns and everything mixes very well together. So now back to the wet ingredients. Everything is being turned into the mixer, the cake mixer, and then she's going to whisk that together on medium speed, as you can see in the video. So she's going to whisk that for a couple of minutes, and while she's whisking, she's going to be introducing or adding the vanilla extract. She's going to add that and then continue to whisk as she adds the vanilla extract to the wet ingredients. Once the wet ingredient has been properly whisked together, it's time to add in the dry ingredients. So she's adding the mix of the flour, the cake flour with the baking powder, the salt, all the dry ingredients basically is being added to the wet ingredients. Of course, she was doing everything herself, so the angles of the video isn't great, but then I think she did a good job for a young teenager. So she's going to fold that in and allow everything to mix properly. It took her, I can only imagine the effort she put into getting this done the way it came out eventually. Truth be told, she put in a lot of effort for her to have gotten the results that she had at the end of the day. So yes, she's still mixing the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients, everything together. Clearly we have a very smooth paste now, and it looks very fluffy and, you know, came out so good. The texture in the video already tells you that yes, the end result would have been really nice, and that's what we have. See how fluffy that looks, see how creamy it looks. Yes, I like that texture. So perfect, so perfect. I mean, she did a very good job with the mix. It came out so well. So now that we've mixed everything together, we have the base. It's time to now do the magic. So you have the food coloring. She has a couple of food coloring there with her. Now you have all the cake poured into bowls. That's the first coloring going in there, color yellow. So she's going to basically add food coloring across those 4 bowls of cake, different colors, blue, yellow, green. Just something colorful to make the cupcakes different from the regular traditional cupcakes we are all kind of used to. So now you have all the cake colors have been added to all the mix. They're just going to pour it in the cupcake pan. Now it's done, and that is what we have. See that colorful mix? Really, really, really nice. Really, really nice. It came out, I mean, who wouldn't want to eat this? Even if you're on a calorie watch, you'd be tempted to want to take a bite of those colorful cupcakes. If you'll be trying this, tell me in the comment section, and thank you for watching.